Hey guys and girls, good morning. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to start with foot care. You can do this anytime, before a workout, after a workout. You have foot problems. It's been a long day, your feet are tired. It happens, we use our feet all day, every day, and there are so many tiny bones and so many muscles, tendons, and ligaments, and also nerve endings at the end of our foot or the bottoms of our feet or in our feet. That you really want to try to keep your foot as loose as possible. So massaging your foot using a lacrosse ball is the best way to do it. Other than getting a foot massage, this is your next best option. So I highly recommend a lacrosse ball. If you don't have one, tennis ball will work, but there's a little bit of give to it, so it doesn't give you quite the pressure or the firmness that you may be looking for. But it's a good starting point. Tennis ball, and if you feel the benefits from a tennis ball, but you also feel like you can use it a little bit more or dig into your foot a little bit more, a lacrosse ball is the way to go. It's the best option as far as size and firmness. Now, let's get it going. We're just going to work with the arch. The arch of your foot, 1 foot at a time, and all you're doing, of course, you have to try to balance, so one leg is supporting you, and that supportive leg is a little bent, so you want to try to stay strong and stable with that leg as you move your foot about the ball in a circular fashion, working the arch. Now, as you work the arch, think about exploring from the heel all the way up to the ball of the foot, and then kind of the outer part of the arch, which will lead towards the outer part of your foot. So you're really thinking of a full-on circle, and as you're working your foot and as you're exploring that foot, you want to find areas of tenderness. And if you find it, that's where you want to try to center your focus and work on that area and dig it out or work it out. Just like you would, or masseuse would, if they were giving you a massage and they found a knot in your body. They'd get in there, work around it, work right on it, and try to lengthen and flatten out that muscle. And that's what we're trying to do with our foot. Trying to lengthen it, relax the muscle, stretch it out a little bit. And this, again, it's one of the best things you can do for your feet. I highly recommend doing it before a workout, maybe after a workout. It's been a long day. You know, when we wear shoes, it really constricts and conforms our feet, and it tightens up our foot. So this is a great way to loosen it all back up, get rid of some tightness. Now, another trick, another technique is keeping the heel down and then getting right around the top part of the arch, near the balls of your foot, near the toes, and then from there you keep the heel down and you put a little pressure towards the balls of your feet, and then all of a sudden now your foot will kind of act like a windshield wiper and just go left and right, and it's right on the inside or behind the balls of your feet, still technically on the arch, and you're just working along the knuckles, the balls of your feet, however you want to think about it. And again, the heel stays down and you're just working it that way. You can also go to the opposite end and have your heel on there, right on top. And you can play with the heel, see where you're at. Now, obviously you have a small surface area to work with, so you kind of have to wiggle it, balance quite a bit. Your toes are down, the balls of your feet are down, and you're trying to maneuver your foot, kind of doing that windshield wiper action with your foot. And exploring the heel, because sometimes the heel can be bothersome. Now I'm going to go to my other side. And I'm going to try to duplicate the same exact thing. Now each foot is different. I know my left foot bothers me just a little bit more. And it could be a number of things. Maybe it's a little weaker, injury prone. You maybe suffered an injury to it. Maybe it's just mechanics, your insoles. Maybe your insoles aren't quite perfect or set to your feet. Maybe your foot supinates, pronates. So, you know, if you don't have the right arch support, your feet can work extra hard. And sometimes one foot will work a little harder than the other. It also depends on the way you sit, how you stand. Maybe you favor one foot more than the other. Maybe you favor your left foot. And this is a common way most people will stand, putting all that pressure on the hip, on the foot, on the knee. So that could be a possibility. There's a number of things, but it doesn't really matter right now because you want to try to work it out, right? And so if you do need arch support, highly recommend you get into that. Find the right arch support for your foot. Everyone's different. Everyone has a different type of foot, so you got to kind of figure that out on your own. Podiatrists can definitely help you. Most running and walking or running shoe stores can help you with your gait and assess whether your foot pronates or supinates, and they can recommend the right insoles for you. But again, this is just, if you're not doing all those other things, you know, seeing a podiatrist, you don't have an insole for your shoe, this is great as well. Barefoot training can also help strengthen your foot and help relieve a little bit of weakness in the foot area if you are indeed struggling with foot pain. Now I'm doing the windshield wiper action around the balls of my feet, and I found a really good spot. Sometimes it feels like you're going over a speed bump, like a little knot in your foot. I mean, for me, that's where I'm feeling, and you have to play with the pressure, whatever you can handle. Everyone's different. You can really dig in there if you want to, or you can back off and lighten up the pressure. Relieve the pressure by lifting up the foot a little and not digging in so much, not putting so much weight into your foot or into the ball. So play with it. But if you find that spot, just try to work it out. And it just feels good. Again, it's just like getting a foot massage, but without the price, without the hassle of driving and parking and then going there. And then if you want to go to the heel, you go to the heel. So I highly recommend that you do this as often as needed. Ideally, every day. No one ever does it every day. There's no way. But you can do it seated from a desk. If you're at your desk, you can bust this out and do it from your chair or do it from the desk. You know, maybe you're on a Zoom call or something and you can just sneak this in. You know, pause your video so they don't see what you're doing, and you can sneak in a little mini foot massage with a lacrosse ball or tennis ball, whatever you have. And that's it, guys and girls. Take care of your feet. They're important. We walk on our feet all day, every day, and they are highly important to our everyday mechanics and movement. So take care of them as needed and do it regularly. All right, guys, take care, stay fit, and until next time, peace out.